Okay, everybody. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream and Happy New Year. In just a little bit, the Sharks will be taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. I wanted to tune into that. And of course, spend a couple hours chatting with you fantastic people out there. I'm here in Sharks territory, about 15 minutes away from the tank. But of course, want to support the jersey for the other team as well, so that it's about expressing your appreciation for the sport. Hey, what's up, Nick? Love the name change. Thanks for joining the stream so early. Happy New Year to you. How'd the Hawks do their last game? Oh yeah, that was the shootout against Vancouver, right? They were like 7-5. Vancouver's, I think, won 6 in a row. That's pretty crazy. And the team we're playing today, Columbus, has a 10-game point streak. So let's see if we can end that today. Hi, AJ. Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year to you. New decade. That's pretty exciting. That makes it is that my 5th decade? Yeah, it's technically the 5th decade I've lived in. Talk about, they injured. Oh, shoot. I didn't see the injury, but of course I'm hoping that it's nothing serious. Leonard's pretty fun to watch, and not to mention he's a pretty awesome dude too. Did you guys saw Kim's vlog, right, when she went to Chicago to see the Islanders? That was a really cool experience for her. And Leonard's just such an awesome dude, for sure. So yeah, I hope his recovery is swift. 8-0-4 in their last 12 is Columbus, or at least for their goaltender or something. Yikes. I'm kind of worried into today. Actually, speaking of goaltending, the reason why the Sharks have been a little bit more palatable over the last couple of weeks last couple of games is because their goaltending has actually been really good. So aside from replacing Peter DeBoer with Bob Bugner as head coach, we have Sharks legend Yevgeny Nabokov now is the goaltending coach, and so I think he's hopefully making that impact right away. Nabby was such a fun goaltender back in the day. Why are the Sharks Stadium Series jerseys so hard to find right now? Trying to find one with eBay with player name, or on eBay with a player name and number on the back, and can't find them. Yeah, those are tricky to find at an affordable rate. My thoughts are that they just didn't really produce that many. I mean, with a good amount of those Stadium Series jerseys, it seems like they're so available right from the get-go. But then once that season is over, they just disappear so quickly, and people just don't let go of them. I noticed that as well for when the Sharks put out their heritage jerseys 4 seasons ago. Like, I was so lucky just to get one about 9 months ago, and I still paid a decent price for it. But even so, it's hard to find one out there without having to pay a couple $100s. But yeah. Hey, Waynesy, thank you for joining the stream. The Oilers are in Boston. Okay, well, I wish Connor McDavid and Draisaitl and company luck against Boston. Hope they can continue to stay competitive this year for sure. Mikko Koskinen's had a pretty nice season for them. And yeah, I'm hoping the Sharks can start making up some ground in the division. Sorry if my voice is a little hoarse. The air is really dry this time of year, so you get colds and whatnot. How about the Niners? Yeah, the Niners will be awaiting the winner of. Well, I'm hoping that for them they'll be playing the 6th seed in a week from now, because I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. So I'm hoping that the Vikings upset the Saints in New Orleans, which is of course a tall order, and then the Vikings would play in Santa Clara against the Niners. But nonetheless, I mean, if the Niners represent the NFC, I'm not going to complain. I like them more than anybody else other than the Vikings. So there you go. Go Sharks, indeed. We've got a tough game against a defensively sound club in Columbus, and I think that they're all feeling the wrath of John Tortorella. So that could make things even more challenging for us today. Yeah, the NHL has not released their All-Star jersey for this upcoming game. The game is on. Wow. So the game is not even 3 weeks away, and they have yet to actually unveil the jersey. Wow. Well, frankly, I mean, maybe it's going to be as dreadful as last year's. I personally didn't like those parlay jerseys, those black and white ones. Um, and that sucks because like the game was in San Jose and I went to it. And I mean, I saw plenty of people wear those and I was like, no, I don't like them. I wish that they were obviously in color. I wish, like, how sweet would that have been if there was a teal jersey and if there was, like, I don't know, even an orange jersey. I would have gone for that. But yeah, you're going to Hawks versus Flames game on Tuesday. Well, I will be rooting for your Blackhawks then. Yeah. So did anybody here watch the Winter Classic? I actually haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen highlights. I know obviously that Corey Perry elbowed Ryan Ellis and got 5 games for that, which seems pretty fitting to me. He could have even doled out more games possibly, but it seems like it was a great game to watch, and it seems like Nashville traveled really well for that too. You went to the Sharks versus Kings game last year. That was last week, excuse me, which was last year. That was a rough game. I was actually there too. We seemed to be doing okay, and we had that 2-0 lead, and I was just so surprised because they've been such a crappy team when I've gone to games this year. Last year was a different story. And so I ended up leaving early. I normally don't like to do that, but my girlfriend wasn't feeling well, so we were like, okay, we'll go home, and then that way you can get some rest for the day ahead. And yeah, then I'm listening in the car, I'm tuning in, and I'm like, wait, how did the Kings tie this game all of a sudden? So yeah, that was crappy. And then of course we ended up dominating the Flyers, then losing to the Red Wings, getting shut out by the Red Wings 2-0. Well, really 1-0, but 2-0 with an empty netter. And then we just played 2 days ago and beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, which has been the toughest place to win on the road this year. So kind of a weird few games here. I'm hoping we can find some consistency, but playing a hot Columbus team at a weird time of day and then repeating the same thing tomorrow, 24 hours from now, essentially, against the Capitals, and then having to go into St. Louis. That's insane. So, I mean, if we can somehow come away with 4 points in our next 3 games, counting today, I'll be pretty impressed by that. Okay, what's going on here? You like the All-Star jerseys? Well, then again, it was the first time in a long time in which you could actually see the logo for each team. So, yeah, to each their own, I suppose. Watching surprised to see it. Yeah, Nick, I am surprised that you rebranded in that sense, but I love it. I think the ring, it's got a great ring to it, Windy City Hockey, and obviously the play on words makes it even better. So I'm sure you're getting good feedback for that. So kudos, man. Detroit sucks in Chicago tomorrow. I'm watching the game. Hey, it's Snudja. Hey, man. Things are pretty fun down in the basement, aren't they? The basement of the Pacific Division. But for both of us and for the Ducks fans. Michael, Turvercheck subscribed. All right. Well, thank you, Michael. And for anybody here who isn't subscribed already, hit the big red button down below. I'm putting out weekly content, which will occasionally include Sharks-specific content being here in Sharks territory. But, creating videos on hockey history and some oddball topics out there. So, yep. Ottawa must be happy with the Sharks. Yeah, really. Ottawa, things are kind of are turning corner a little bit more quickly than you would have expected. They've been a competitive team for the most part this year. And, of course, it's great to see Duclair having the season he is. He was someone who I was always surprised was traded so quickly, passed around to Columbus, and I think Chicago had him for a bit too in Arizona. But yeah, I'm glad that he's able to find some consistency with Ottawa. And yeah, every time he plays the Sharks, he just lights it up. So yeah, looks like is Columbus taking a penalty here? Are we going to get an early power play, or is that just a pissy captain for Columbus? Yeah, okay. I might be on a delay, Nick, just FYI. Slight delay, of course. Duclair wasn't that good in Chicago. I guess he was just, he's probably only a unique fit for a particular system. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised they called that, really. But I'm not going to complain. I mean, our power play needs more opportunities. It's been absolutely terrible as of late. I think we're like 3 for our last 51 on the power play. I kid you not. But the thing is that we're not getting that many opportunities per game. So I think that has an influence on the team's performance. Nonetheless, I can't excuse, when you got a power play that has Brent Burns and Eric Carlson at the point, and you're clicking at like 7%, like that's just piss poor. Yeah, well, we'll see if these guys can actually do anything. Columbus, I imagine, has probably a pretty good penalty kill. We got 7 people tuning in right now. That's awesome, especially for the folks in the Pacific time zone here, getting up and tuning in on a Saturday morning. Alrighty. Oh, wow. And Evander Kane just like totally gave it away right there. He's such a streaky player. He had like 13 goals in his first 20 games or something like that. And then he just, he's just really quiet for an equally long period of time. Although he didn't get on the score sheet last game, though, I thought he was still pretty good. But yeah, we have to rely on him even more than you would expect typically, just because our goal protection's been pretty crappy. Come on, Kaner, shoot that. Oh man, Kane just not the greatest decision making on this power play. Can't wait to see the Blackhawks Stanley Cup 2010 stuff on Tuesday. So I guess they're honoring a 10-year anniversary for that team. I, of course, remember that because I lived in Chicago and they swept my Sharks in the conference finals. And at some point, I'll be making a couple of videos, maybe leading up to the playoffs or a little bit sooner. So I'm going to make a video counting down the 10 best Sharks playoff series in their franchise history. And then I'll make a video counting down the 10 worst Sharks playoff games. I don't know which one will be more fun. I think that, I don't know, I'm a little bit of a pain is pleasure when it comes to something like that, because it's like, hey, it's in the past. I can laugh it off now. Just like I'll be able to laugh off this season in just a few months. All right, 2-on-1 developing for the Sharks. Here's Hurdle, shoots, scores! And excuse me, that's actually Joel Shellman with the goal. Joel Shellman, number 46, delivers after the penalty has expired, and the Sharks take an early 1-0 lead. I think that's Shellman's second goal as a Shark, and he's played pretty well. He's actually playing on the fourth line there, just commandeered a 2-on-1. Yep, and yeah, he didn't even really think to pass. He had the pass available, and that wasn't poorly defended. I mean, the goaltender's supposed to get the shot there. That's just a good shot from number 46 in white. So there you go. Adam Burge will be honored. Okay, yeah, Adam Burge was a good role player for you guys. Then he came over to the Sharks and was garbage. California hockey hasn't been this bad collectively in a long time. That's true. You'd probably have to go back to late 90s. Looks like there's going to be a coach's challenge for offside. Shoot, this is no. That is a good goal. That's got to be a good goal. If that gets overturned, I'm gonna be pretty angry. It was a snipe. Certainly a snipe there. The Michael Jordan statue will be in the Blackhawks jersey and helmet. Oh, they even put a helmet on him? That's pretty dope. Please. What? They overturned that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Really? Oh my goodness. Hey, what's up, buddy? Early game today and tomorrow too. Yeah, how what was his skate off the ice? Is that what happened? And so that actually puts him offside, because I didn't see it. I thought it was a clear good goal. Ah, man, that's a shit break. Okay, so out of the current teams that are leading their divisions, who do you think is most likely to actually give up the division and fall back? Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Oh man, that was nearly a grade A chance there. Roach juice for the bad no goal. It's a little early for roach juice, don't you think? I actually don't have any roach juice in my fridge at this moment. Let's just say I decided to make things less gross in there. Well, that's good though. I mean, I'm hoping that the no goal kind of energizes the team in that they still know what it takes to actually have enough jump to create a chance like that. Wow, Eric Carlson, what in the hell was that? Yeah, it's just been weird with Eric Carlson. He's just, I mean, he probably plays plays well in ways that I'm not observing. But even so, I mean, it's, I mean, physically in terms of his skating and whatnot, it seems to pretty much all be there. Like he looks fine, but just he makes some really odd decisions at times. Take a drink every time you ask that question about Carlson or Burns. Oh man, I don't even want to watch the Washington game then. Mm. Thomas, are you going to any games coming up? I've only got a game like at the end of this month, and then of course I'll have more in February and March. So we'll make it happen. Ooh, almost grade A chance for Couture there. You know you're on baby watch. That's right. What's the due date? The ETA for Freya. No, really? Wow, that's exciting, man. So that would be January 6th. Uh-oh. Oh wow, that was fortunately well defended. So, oh my goodness, what a save off Marcus Sorensen right in front of the net, trying to lift the backhander. Well, the Sharks don't look tired or anything from the Pittsburgh game that went into overtime on Thursday evening, so that's good. Man, Pittsburgh is such an interesting team this year, with Crosby having missed over 20 games. Gensel's out for the season. They're still like just finding ways to win. I didn't even think they'd be a playoff team this year. I thought that the division would be too tight for them. But, I mean, God, imagine what happens when they actually get Crosby back. 102. That's a ton, man. Yeah, I mean, I can only think of a couple other creators out there who have more than that. And who knows? They've been collecting probably at least as long as you have. That's a lot, though, man. So wait, how many of your 102 jerseys? How many of them are not Blackhawks or like Ice Hogs and whatnot? And what's your favorite jersey that you have that is not your favorite team? Yep. So we're in a commercial break now, at least on my TV we are. So things are going to kind of slow down momentarily. But yeah, I think the Sharks have some pretty good jumps so far. They actually seem to be shooting the puck or interested in shooting the puck, which I can't always say. So that's refreshing to see. That's the thing with these guys. I mean, they're generating a lot fewer chances than they have in seasons past because they're just not shooting the damn puck. So it's kind of upsetting. And it's not just the power play either. So I'm kind of, confused as to why it's been like that. Oh, yeah, that's right. So all-time leaders in assists on game-winning goals. So Joe Thornton is now one away from tying Jaromir Jagr for third all-time in assists on game-winning goals. And then in the past game against Pittsburgh, he surpassed Adam Oates for seventh all-time in assists. Wow, that's a ton. And you have to consider that, Thornton, for a decent amount of his career, played in a dead puck era, when teams were playing trap defense and hockey was a lot more physical and heavy and whatnot. So, that accomplishment obviously speaks volumes to the type of player he is, but I think it kind of, considering the era that he played in, it could even be considered more impressive in that sense. So the favorite jersey that you own that is not your favorite team is probably a Czech Republic, okay, or a Kirby Dach Black Canada jersey. Nice. Okay, a lot of internationals. That's cool. I don't have that many international ones. Although I have one from a New Zealand team and from a Danish team, courtesy of Thomas here in the chat. Oh boy. Hurdle took a puck off his helmet just now. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. It's a sweet jersey. I don't have any international team jerseys though, like for tournaments like the juniors or for Olympics or anything like that. I still need to get into collecting those. I really want to get like you can go on like Sports K, and yeah, you can go on Sports K and get like a 1980 USA throwback style jersey that I definitely want to get. You can get it in blue or white. I might even get both, but yeah, I definitely want to get those. Yeah. Well, it definitely helps to have family abroad then, for sure. Especially in a country like Czech Republic, which has I believe that the Czech Republic has the most hockey players per capita. So even though it's only got like 10 million people, more people there are hockey players than, comparing that to other countries out there. Come on, boys. Oh, Carlson almost went high glove side. So close. Or just order in bulk. The Blackhawks Czech Republic hat from the Global Series. That's cool. Yeah, I'd like to go to one of those games in Europe eventually. The Sharks, over 10 years ago, played in Sweden. If they were to do something like that again, though, and they should, given that they have like 5 Swedes on the team, then I totally would go. Or I'd definitely consider going. Wait, how long ago were you in Prague? Was that when you were in Denmark? Yeah, I mean, Jaromir Jagr is like, you could say he's kind of like the godfather of hockey in Czech Republic. I saw like a tweet not too long ago that Jagr is leading his team, Kladno, in points. And he's like, what, 48, 49 years old or something like that? Like those players could legitimately be his kids. It's nuts. Oh yeah, 2014. That's right. Yeah. A Jagr Kladno jersey would be sweet. Absolutely. I'm sure that there are some people out there who have like a jersey for every team Jagr's played for too. That'd be pretty sweet, just to like see a video if somebody has a collection like that. Because I can't even name all the teams he's played for. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, Timo Meyer almost deked half of Columbus, but a nice job by the goaltenders to stick with it. The Jagr crew that used to show up in the jerseys and mullets, yeah. I bet you anything they've probably all traveled to Czech Republic to Czechia, because I guess it's kind of called that now. Yeah. Yeah, I think got to get like a Jagr Robo Penguin. That'd be sweet. Might put Jagr on a Panthers jersey. Oh, you got to see him in person? That's awesome. I did too. Yeah, I saw Jagr, like 3 seasons ago? And in that game, he assisted on a goal and that was his 1900th career point. And it was awesome because obviously not like a ton of Florida fans, right? But just a bunch of people like gave him a standing ovation when that happened. So it was really neat seeing that. He's like the European Gordie Howe, essentially. Got my dog down here. Oh, wait, you can't really see here too well, but here. Oops, wait. Yeah, there she is. There she is down there. Hey, Cortana. She's not exactly entertained right now because Sharks haven't exactly gotten on the board officially. But don't worry. Once we get around to scoring, Cortana will get some goal treats for sure. Yeah, want you, girl. Wow, the Sharks are out shooting Columbus halfway through the period, 6-1. So Dell has not been busy whatsoever. And yeah, the Sharks have been definitely winning a lot of the puck battles early on too. Robin Lehner is day-to-day. Good. Of course, sometimes something like that will happen. Then they'll be reevaluated and then put on IR. But obviously, I'm hoping that's not the case. Give Cortana a good pat for you. Back to toddler wrangling. All right, man. Thanks for joining and saying hi, man. Hopefully everything goes smooth on Monday or, whenever Freya comes into this world. And I'm excited to see her, dude. I'll be in town. I know I'll be in town toward the end of next month. Just FYI. Yeah, Uncle Thomas says hi. Yeah? Yeah, I'll tell him you said hi back. Alrighty. It's kind of crazy going into a game like this and actually feeling good about your goaltending for the first time in forever. How many jerseys am I up to? So I counted that I have 60 NHL jerseys. So that excludes like, jerseys or promotional jerseys like Veterans Day and whatnot. So just like jerseys that have been worn in NHL games, I have 60. And then I have a handful of miscellaneous ones as well. Now I have both the Hershey Bears and the Manitoba Moose. So I have a couple of AHL teams, New Zealand one, a Danish jersey, and then I also have 2 ECHL ones. So I have the Orlando Solar Bears and I have the Stockton Thunder. They're now in New York, but yeah. So yep, I'm at 60, and again, I'll probably need to earn a paycheck or two before I collect my next one, I think. A gray Ice Hogs jersey? Okay. Are those the best ones in their collection? Oh, nice save by Dell. Man, he is way out of the crease. Good save off of the NHL's best defensive player, bar none, Boone Jenner. Dare I say Brent Burns actually played that pretty sound. Send a picture of one on Twitter. Okay. I think I've seen one, but yeah, you'll have to remind me of what that looks like. I know. I still need to get a San Jose Barracuda one. I don't really fall. Ooh, that was a rough hit. Wow. Yikes. Dylan, I'm surprised he didn't get called for boarding there. I don't think it was malicious necessarily, but that was definitely, I'd say, ill-advised. But yeah, I don't have a Cuda one yet, a Barracuda one. That, to me, their jerseys are just too much like the Sharks, and so they're kind of plain. They also have orange ones, but I don't like the logo on that so much either. They used to have really cool orange ones, but not anymore. But eventually I'll get one probably. Actually, no, that was a physical play. His back hadn't been turned. I don't know. It's kind of a bad way to go into the Dylan hit his former teammate Gustav Nyquist. That's funny. Anyway, I imagine that he's okay. I hope so. All right, taking a look at the jersey here. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That looks a lot like the Bruins alternate. This one right here. Yeah. That looks like the alternate the Bruins had in the about 5 years ago. And those are sweet. Like that's my favorite Bruins jersey too. So yeah. Actually, I wouldn't mind that one. That one's kind of cool. I just wish that they were closer to Chicago so that if I visited out there I could see them in addition to the Hawks themselves. Rockford's a little bit of a trek. Ooh. Uh-oh, that almost looked like a knee on knee right there. Yeah. So I think Kane's going to go to the box for a knee on knee there, I think. Excuse me. Got the the winter effects here. We're kind of yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks like a kind of a knee on knee there. So that's going to be what they're going to call tripping. So 2 minutes in the box for Mr. Kane. Hello, Freddie. I'm doing fine. Residual effects of a cold, but otherwise doing fine. Sharks have been playing pretty well this game, and their league best penalty kill is on the ice against Columbus's 23rd ranked power play. So I like our chances. Versteeg on a new red Ice Hogs jersey. Okay. Wait, does Versteeg play for them now? Because wasn't he with the Hawks on a tryout before the season started? I haven't been keeping up, obviously. All right, Columbus on the power play here in the Shark zone. Ooh, Werenski trying to beat Delclove's side. There's the former Shark, Goose Nyquist, as I'll call him. Or, as you'd say in Swedish, Nyqvist. It's been in the Shark zone for a long time here, but Columbus hasn't gotten any shots on goal. Now there's a chance, and the Sharks get a clear there. So he signed a contract in the offseason with the Hogs, but he retired after 6 games. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, man. Versteeg was, again, instrumental for that team. Back in the 2010 run, especially. All right. Well, the Sharks kill off that penalty, and so they retain. Oh, Kane almost was able to squeak one by Merzlikins there. Come on, boys. All righty. All right, going to a commercial break for the last time in the period. About 4 minutes left. Hey, Cortana. You want to come up and say hello to the viewers out there? Or are you just being lazy? Yeah, you're being lazy, aren't you? Come on. Favorite San Jose player? I've never really had one Sharks player as my favorite. These days, I'm really liking Mario Ferraro. So eventually, I hope that should he keep his play, keep up the way he's playing, that I could get a jersey of his. So yeah, Ferraro is kind of the guy I'm watching more closely these days. Here, come up. Obviously a huge fan of Couture and Hurdle. Absolutely. I like Timo enough to where I got a jersey for him too. And then really with the Sharks, I usually will be a big fan of a goaltender if he's playing well. So, like when Martin Jones is on, come on. I mean, love watching him. But those days are kind of few and far between now. In terms of like all-time Sharks, I was a big fan of Owen Nolan's, of course. Big fan of Nabokov too, and Dan Boyle, Doug Murray. But yeah, do you have any favorite Sharks out there? Here, come on, sit. There you go. Here's Cortana. Can I have a kiss? There you go. There you go. There's a good girl. All right. How about you lie down? Why don't you come hang out with me? No? You're motivated by other things, huh? Oh, what are you doing? Gonna high five? There you go. Atta girl. What do you think about Merzlikins? Well, I haven't seen much of him, but he's been very sharp this game. He's got pretty good rebound control. That's what I'm noticing early on. How did you like the Stanley Cup champion Niemi when he was with the Sharks? Yeah, Niemi he didn't always look like the same goaltender that he was with Chicago, but he had a couple of solid seasons, especially when he played during the lockout shortened season in 2012, 2013. He was actually outstanding during that. In the playoffs, though, he was kind of a liability. Overall, like, good goaltender, not great. I still would think that the best Sharks goaltender is easily Nabokov, but Niemi was serviceable, to say the least, I'd say. You get that? Nice catch. All right, about 3 and change in the period here. Yeah, it just seemed like Niemi was standing on his head against the Sharks. Oh, wow. Columbus nearly squeaked one by there at the post, but no dice for them. Yeah, I mean, the Sharks ended up getting a decent amount of players that were on that 2010 team for Chicago. So we ended up with Niemi. Jamal Mayers, I can't remember if he was on the 2010 team for Chicago, but we ended up getting him at one point. Burish. And then the worst one for us, sorry, Nick. Who was it? Oh, wait. Ben Eager. That guy was insanely terrible with the Sharks. All he ever did was take penalties. That's all he ever did. Oh, he was on the Hawks in 2013. Okay. Yeah, Ben Eager, one of the worst Sharks of all time. Yeah. I almost want to make a video chronicling the worst Sharks of all time. But then again, for me, it would mostly be just bashing these guys. I could look at some numbers, but then again, if a guy's only played 40 games and has 3 points, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad players. But yeah. Do I think the Sharks will win or lose? Well, I mean, I think they've been playing well. Oh, I almost answered your question there, but Dell fought that shot off with a pretty nice glove save. Columbus is coming on here, but I like the way the Sharks are playing overall. They're not really the Jackets aren't getting any second chances, so I'll stick with my team. I need a sense of optimism here. Usually, I'm like, no, we're looking like butt out there, and we're just destined to lose. But this is the game we're going to win. Dell has been hot. We have to play in Chicago, we have to play in Washington tomorrow. So I think the Sharks are going to kind of empty the tank a little bit more in this game and hopefully get the 2 points here and then roll the dice against Washington tomorrow. So Sharks are going to win this game 2-1. Oh, shoot. That was a big hit there. Almost an elbow, but not quite. Ben Eager was known for taking penalties in Chicago, but he's part of the alumni. That's true. I mean, you return to the arena, to the UC there, and you're still, met with resounding cheers and applause because you were part of a team that won a cup, So, and you can say that about just about any player, unless that player goes on to, betray the franchise and sign somewhere else and win a cup there. But yeah. Yeah, that was the big controversy there, the big challenge, because the Sharks wanted Hjalmarsson so badly, but Chicago met the offer sheet. Yeah. All right, under a minute left here. Still nothing game. Come on, Carl. Oh, damn, Timo. Almost had the chance on the off the rebound there. Pardon. There we go. Good to see the Sharks coming on strongly in the last minute here. They haven't done that enough. They've done a crappy job finishing periods here in this season. This game should be 1-0 Sharks. I agree. But alas, the hockey gods have not been favoring us that much this year. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the first period. Nothing game here. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in, whether you've been here the whole time or if you've just popped in for a couple minutes. That's always great too. If you guys give me just one moment, Cortana will entertain you here because I got to use the restroom. Or if we were in Canada, I got to use the washroom. So one moment. All right, folks. Alrighty. So now that we're at intermission, hey, girl. Let's see what else is happening around the league here because there are, I think, 2 other games happening. So that helps. Let's see. Let's take a gander at NHL scores. Excuse me. So we got 2 other games happening right now. At the end of one, it's the Buffalo Sabres leading the Panthers 1-0. And that goal came from Yoki Haru, assisted by Eichel and Reinhart. Jack Eichel has been a beast this year. I've usually been kind of critical about him, but he's been awesome this year. So there you go, 1-0 Sabres over the Panthers after the first period. And at the end of the first, it's the Bruins 1-0 over the Oilers. That goal came from none other than Pasternak, assisted by Krug and Marchand. So Pasternak this year, I'm pretty sure he's probably still leading the NHL in goals, as I predicted this year. So that is his 30th goal. So he's got 30 goals in 42 games, 60 points on the season. So 30 goals, 30 assists, and a plus 13. He is amazing. I'm definitely not a Bruins fan, but I need to get a Pasternak jersey because I am looking to collect another Boston out there. So yeah, would not mind getting Pasta. You miss Yoki Haru. That was a horrible trade. Yeah, I didn't like that trade either. Basically, my usual rule of thumb is never trade your Finnish players because everybody needs a Finn. Everybody needs a Finn. You win when you get a Finn. Although I don't think the Blues had any Finnish players last year when they won the Cup. Sorry, I brought that up, Nick, but yeah. Still cannot believe they overturned that goal. Pretty disappointing, I gotta say. So we're about 7 weeks away from the trade deadline, so we still got some time before that happens. Do you think that your team's going to be a buyer or a seller? Let me know. It will be interesting with the Sharks because, we keep thinking that this team is going to find a way to turn it around. But, I mean, I don't think we can really sell anybody except for maybe Brendan Dillon to get a draft pick. But, I mean, I wish we could actually keep Dillon because I think he's playing pretty solid this season. You got a Yuki Haru jersey. Oh, and then he got traded. That's the worst. I'm telling you, man, I've made some crappy decisions as well. Like last year for Christmas, I ordered from Cool Hockey a Mikael Granlund Wild jersey, and then he got traded about 3 weeks later. And then, then I bought a Nino Niederreiter jersey, but that was on purpose because the price had gone down. So that was another Wild jersey. And then at the end of this last season, I ordered another jersey from Cool Hockey, and I got Zuccarello from the Stars because I thought, God, he was so good with the Stars, and he's going to re-sign. Everybody loves him, and then he signs with the Wild. So that was some crappy luck there. You remember Stan Bowman, if you are a first-round pick in Chicago, he likes to trade those away. Oh, right back at you. Doug Wilson never keeps his first-round picks. Then again, for the Sharks, usually those first rounders, those are late first rounders. So he doesn't really feel the need to hang on to them. But yeah, I mean, we don't have any first rounders next year. We have diddly poo for draft picks this upcoming season. And the Ottawa Senators are taking our first round picks. So it's just pretty crappy. Pretty crappy, I got to say. Is anybody watching the football games this weekend? Just out of curiosity. I don't even know if there's a game going on right now. Okay, NFL scores, NFL schedule. Oh, okay, so Bills and Texans at 1:30 today, 1:30 Pacific, followed by Titans and Patriots. So I will be cheering for definitely both road teams there. The Bills fans have been cursed, basically. And come on. Who outside of New England actually wants the Patriots to win? Brandon Saad get traded. Yeah, I could see that too. Go Titans and that Patriots dynasty. I like that. I like that a lot. Titans make for a good underdog. They've always had these teams that don't look like much at first, and then they kind of pour it on in the second half. So, yep, I'll be cheering for the Titans for sure later today. And then my Vikings are in New Orleans tomorrow morning. I am not looking forward to that. That could be, I could see it going either of two ways. I think the Vikings could put up maybe 32, 33 points and lose in a shootout, 38-32 or something like that. Or we're going to lose 41-7. That's probably just as likely. So, yep. Oh. Good old intermission. So yeah, now you'll be treated to 10 minutes of me just petting Cortana. Hi, girl. Is Tom Brady going to actually retire, by the way? It's like, come on, man. Don't you have enough titles? No Minneapolis Miracle tomorrow? No, it's the revenge game for the Saints. Yeah, probably not. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Okay, let's see what other games we got going on later today in the NHL. All right, so in a little bit, we'll get the Jets and the Wild, a potential matchup for the Winter Classic next year. I'm excited that Minneapolis gets the Winter Classic. That's excellent. It's nice to see Winter Classics in the Western Conference. Of course, what I really would like to see is a Winter Classic in the Pacific time zone or in the Pacific Division. Would love to see Vancouver host one. Of course, I would love. I mean, what the one I'd like the most, and a lot of fans would agree with me here, is the Sharks hopefully get a Winter Classic one day where the San Francisco Giants play. That would be unbelievable because it's a beautiful view there of the San Francisco Bay, and yeah, that would be terrific if the Sharks had a game there against Vegas, or I don't know, maybe a different team, but of course right now that's the big rivalry. The Hawks could be in the Classic next year. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised for that too. I just think that with what the Stars and Predators were able to achieve, it goes to show that you don't need to have two complete marquee teams. So I'm thinking the NHL might be encouraged to actually get a different matchup there. The Jets are a small market, but I imagine that if Nashville traveled to Dallas there and filled out that stadium, I think that could definitely happen in Minneapolis. So yeah, I'm thinking it could be something different, but I mean, then again, if the league says Chicago's going to go to Minneapolis, that's not going to be surprising at all. So yep, Jets and Wild, two teams that are kind of struggling a little bit as of late. Then at 1:00 today, and I will definitely be tuning in for this. We've got the Golden Knights in St. Louis against the Blues. Oh, excuse me. No. That game is in Vegas at the Fortress there. So I'll certainly be switching jerseys later today. Then we got the Lightning and the Senators. Islanders Maple Leafs. That'll be a good game in the John Tavares Cup. Penguins Canadiens. Avs and Devils. Flyers Coyotes. The Flyers need to get a win. Rangers Canucks. Predators Kings. So yeah, I'd say that the Isles and Leafs and the Blues versus Golden Knights games, those are the ones I'll be tuning into probably the most. Wow, this intermission seems like it's like never going to end. Then again, when you're live streaming, it's hard to keep talking, especially when we don't have too many folks in the chat at the moment. Yeah. What we really need in this game are some goals. Some goals that stand and don't get overturned. That's what we really need. Hey, Cortana, do you have a Stanley Cup favorite? Who do you think's going to win it this year? You stand by your pick? You think Tampa's going to win? Wow, you are definitely loyal to the Bolts, aren't you? What's going on? I mean, wait. Found a Patrick Marleau All-Star jersey from 07 on Mercari. Okay. Where was that All-Star game anyway? 2007? I can't go back that far. NHL All-Star game. Oh, that was in Dallas. Okay. Interesting. But they didn't wear the same colors as the Stars, huh? They were red, white, and blue, basically. Okay, I see Marleau here. He actually wore his old number 4. Oh, no, wait, that's somebody else. No, he was probably still number 12. West versus East, yeah. Favorite jersey that I currently don't own? That is a fantastic question. Okay. Let me think on that for a moment. Green Hartford Whalers would be up there. I definitely want to get one of those. Yeah. Except I never got one last year. I decided not to. I didn't want to get one of the Adidas ones. And the reason was because they didn't have Pucky the Whale on them. I got to have Pucky the Whale. Marleau was number 10 at that game. That's weird. I've never seen him wear that. So, yeah, I'd say that is up there. Let's see. Another one that I don't currently own. And I'll try to think of like a team that actually wears this jersey now. Leading up until this, I really wanted the Flames Heritage Classic one, and I got that. So that was pretty sweet. That's the same reason I didn't buy the new Whalers jersey. No whale. Hey, great minds think alike, right? Yeah. I'd say that would be up there. If you haven't seen it, I do have a video in which I've done like a March Madness style tournament bracket, counting down my favorite jerseys. So there might be one that went far in that tournament that I haven't thought of just yet. Because, yeah, I have a Nordiques. I have a Blues alternate. I love that one. Let's see. This year, I will also collect there are some teams who I will definitely collect this year because I want to get a second jersey for every NHL team. Oh, excuse me. So, for example, I have one Devils jersey, but I want to get a second one. So I'm going to get the the Christmas colors alternate, the white one. I think that jersey looks really good as an Adidas, so I'll look to collect that. Trying to think of what other teams I need to get a second jersey of who have sweet jerseys. Anaheim, I need to get a Ducks original eggplant and teal, eggplant and jade. So I will get one of those this year. But I want to get like one of the one of the CCM vintage ones or something like that with Teemu Selänne. No, Pucky the Whale's the same. Yeah, all right. I like this. I like you guys. You guys have a good eye for quality threads out there. So yeah, an original Mighty Ducks will be up there for me. I also this year think I'll probably get well, I know I want to get a second Canucks jersey. And I like the ones that they're wearing this year, the new home and the new away jerseys look pretty good. But I think I'll probably get one of the black ones. Those look pretty sharp. And I'm sure the logo looks really good as an Adidas as well. Wait, that jersey was only $50? I checked on there and it was like 130 or something like that. No way. Is that still there or is that's already sold out? Damn it, because that's what I was going for. Taylor Hall jersey Dicks. I'm gonna check that out right now. Because yeah, I see. Shoot, the day it was literally the day he was traded. Okay, I see a Fanatics that you can get for $43. So that's inexpensive, obviously. But yeah, you're right, man. They don't have any more. I don't see any of the alternates there. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through right now to see if there are any deals. Yeah, on the NHL shop you can get one for 135, but that's not the best of deals. I'm probably just better off looking on eBay. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be looking for that one. I got to get another Arizona. So people would say get a Kachina. I do want to get a Kachina. The one I really want though is I want to get the Peyote jersey, the green one with just the coyote head on it. It's so bad that it's amazing. So yeah, I'll look for that one. Boston, I need a second from them, but I haven't figured out which one I want. I might just get a regular home jersey. Columbus is another team. I like their current uniforms or their current jerseys are decent, and I obviously have this Canon one. But what I want to get is I want to get, and this is kind of hard to find, but the home jersey used to have like more stars on the sleeves, and I like that one. Deck the halls. That's fun. It's actually pretty fun there. The green coyote jersey, the taco time jersey. Yeah, that's a good one. I call it the peyote jersey or the Vision Quest jersey. Let's see who else is out there. Buffalo. I need to get second Buffalo. And I'm intentionally going to get I'm going to eventually get a goat head jersey. That's my favorite one, other than the classic blue and yellow. I have one of those. Oh, beautiful pad save there from Merge Leakins. I also have to get a second Pens jersey. It'd be cool to get like an old kind of 80s style one with Lemieux on it or Yager. Oh, Eric Carlson making a sweet play on defense. You don't say that very often. Wait, Al McGinnis' son plays for the Jackets? Oh, huh. That's cool. What's the score? It's 0-0. Who's winning? The Bears. Yeah, so the Sharks had a goal early in the game that was overturned for offsides off of a coach's challenge. So the Sharks, and I'm sure other teams do this, the social media team will have a contest every game where you have to, whoever correctly guesses the first scorer for that team will get like tickets to a game or a signed puck or something like that. I thought I was going to win when Mario Ferraro scored his first goal. I got that one right, but unfortunately I didn't win that one. So today I said Marlowe's going to score first for the Sharks. Oh God, here's a breakaway for Columbus. 24 number, she shoots and no, Dell denies the, oh wait, wow. Yeah, oh man, that again should have been a grade A chance right there, but Sharks defender tied him up there. And now the Sharks are going to take a penalty for a slash, it looks like. Oh, actually, no, Turtle Gamer. I am a Sharks fan, big time Sharks fan. You can see the sign behind me here. Got the blanket, got the Timo jersey, but I want to, show support for the game of hockey overall. So when I do live streams, I'll wear a jersey for the other team, or I might switch them up. So maybe halfway through this game, I'll flip on my Timo jersey. But yeah. So wait, you're also a Sharks fan, I take it, which is awesome. But nonetheless, always good to have. Yep, nice, right on. You're putting Kane on your London Knights jersey. Yeah, see what this one looks like. I'm not very familiar with junior teams. Although I got to say, I kind of want to get a Halifax Mooseheads jersey. Okay. Those are kind of fun. Now, Turtle, are you in the Bay Area or are you somewhere else? Always cool to see Sharks fans in other cities or other states or other countries. You're in Canada. That's awesome. And once in a while, I'll come across a fan from north of the border. All right, well, the Sharks penalty kill is looking strong again. There we go. There's a clear. Yeah. Now, Turtle, I'm not sure if you heard about the 1991 club that the Sharks recently rolled out. I just did an unboxing of that. So it's like it's a paid membership, but I just thought I would do it just to, get some free swag and, access other content that is exclusive to that club. And I'm surprised that more teams aren't doing something like that. Granted, I'm, a little underwhelmed initially in that there isn't much digital content out there, but I'm imagining that they're going to, integrate. Oh, this is a breakaway for the Sharks and a shot and a score! Barclay Goodrow. And I don't think that they're going to be challenging for offsides this time around. But the man who buried it against Marc-Andre Fleury in Game 7 of the first round last year gets on the board. The Sharks lead 1-0. There we go. That means you get a goal treat. Goal treat for good girl. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. All right, Cortana, we scored. Yeah? Yeah, goal treat. Sit. High five. High 10. High 10. Protein. Yeah. Leave it. Yep. High 10. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Here's goal treat. There we go. 1-0. Here we go. I don't think that was shorthanded, but I think it was because Goodrow got out of the penalty box. Hashtag goal treat. That's right. Good girl. Good girl. That's good. Goodrow hasn't scored a goal in quite a while. He's had a good season for the Sharks, though. Probably their most consistent, maybe their most consistent player, really. Favorite player? It's hard for me to really pick one. Usually, I just like an assortment of players, or if there are players who are doing particularly well at a certain time, then I'll focus on them more. Like this year for me, it's been Mario Ferraro. I just really like his approach to the game. He's got good speed. He plays a lot bigger than he is. He'll hit. I've seen that before, and I like when he jumps up into the into the offensive zone there. So he's kind of becoming my new favorite. But then again, in a couple of years, that'll probably change to somebody else. But yeah, do you have a favorite player? My favorite Shark all time. Again, I can't really pick one, but if I had to pick somebody, it'd probably be Nabby. But yeah. One sec. I'm just going to get some more water. Yep, look out, girl. Jumbo Joe's your favorite. Man, if I could have a beer with any of the Sharks, I would definitely pick Thornton. Oh, I'm surprised you don't have the new away jersey already. But yeah, Hawks away jerseys are, oh man, they look so good when you wear them with anything, really. This is a reminder out there, if you haven't done it already, take your vitamins. Go out there and choose some vitamin C. That way you won't get sick. Right, girl? Yeah, you're on a pretty good diet, though, right? Yeah, I take better care of you than I care for myself. More treats? Yeah. Here, let's, all right, ready? Bubba. Do it again, Bubba. Yeah, do it again. Come on, do it. Good girl. All right. There we go. All right. Oh, my bad. You hope the Sharks make the playoffs, man. It's going to be a tall order. When you think about like what record the Sharks would have to have just to get into the playoffs, it's pretty nuts. But I mean, they still have a chance, especially the way the goaltending's gone recently, the last few games. It's hard to get the new away jerseys if it's not Kane or Taves. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, man. It's hard to get. Oh wow, Werenski just flipped a backhander by Dell there. This game's tied. He was pretty wide open, but nonetheless, I don't know. It seems like Dell's been making those kinds of saves more, but here we go. So yeah, Werenski, nice cut there. Nobody picked him up. If anything, Marlowe probably should have followed him, stayed on him, and he just takes a backhander and beats Dell's stick side there. So got ourselves a tie game, unfortunately, but that's why they play the game. All right. Just got to fire a quick message here. All right. You hate that Adidas is not making the away jerseys anymore. Man, I don't get it. And I've heard, I can't say if my source is entirely legitimate. I would imagine so, but the contract that Fanatics has with the NHL is apparently like 15 years longer. That definitely concerns me. Because yeah, if those Fanatics jerseys, they feel like they're counterfeit. They feel like something that you would buy at Costco or Target or something like that. I can't believe that. I mean, I know that there are often deals and promotions for those, but those are not $100 sweaters. No way. They're not even $50. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah. So yeah, anytime somebody says like somebody comments on my jersey, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, this is a legit jersey and I didn't pay full price for it. You go to the store, like the Shark store or the team store, and they want to charge 180. Don't let that happen. And what I want to do is eventually, once I make a logo for the channel, I want to make little business cards, and that way it'll give you like a link to the channel and to my Twitter and whatnot. And then on the other side of the card, what I want to have is a list of links to where I buy my jerseys. Then that way, if people say, "Oh, that's a cool jersey," I'll be like, "Yeah, you can get one at at one of these reputable retailers here," and maybe put like Bad Sports on there and put like Full Moon jerseys, just so that people have some outlets. Because I'd rather somebody spends $120 on an Adidas jersey, or 130, let's say, and likes it instead of paying 100 or 130 for a crappy Fanatics one. So yeah. Do I stream only Sharks games? Yeah, I don't really. I don't stream that often. I'm trying to do. I'd like to do one once a week, but it's kind of depending on my availability and whatnot. But yeah, the Sharks are the team that I'm following anyway. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I mean, maybe in the playoffs or maybe later this season, if I want to put on a primetime game and the Sharks don't really have a game like that available, then maybe I'll consider it. If you put a Fanatics Hawks jersey on, or if you put it next to an Adidas, the Fanatics looks fake. I don't mind the logo material too much for those. I can show you for a second here. This is a Fanatics here. I actually think the logo looks okay. But yeah, the actual jersey material, like the meshing here, looks so bad. I don't think the camera is going to pick that up necessarily. There you go. Well, thanks for joining, man. I appreciate obviously getting new viewers on here and meeting more Sharks fans. Absolutely. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, the shoulder patch looks good too on here, but yeah, I think that this is something that it feels okay, but again, it's like not. It's nothing like an actual jersey. It's more just like a shirt, Oh, thank you. I love having new subscribers join. That's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, I bought this because I was going to Nashville last year. And it had Ryan Ellis, and I like Ryan Ellis, especially when he's healthy and able to play and not concussed. Thank you, Corey Perry, little bastard. So yeah, that's why I had bought this one. And it's actually kind of nice to have a Fanatics in that it's good to kind of show comparisons between them and other products out there. So yeah. All right, 7 minutes left in the period. 1-1 game. I'll put this away. A lot of people don't like these Nashville ones, but when I see it in person, I think it actually looks pretty fun. I just wish that, yeah, the striping on it or lack thereof, like this is just weird to me. I really hope that at some point they produce an alternate in with the navy blue and then like the silver logo like they used to have. That was sweet. Yeah, Corey Perry's a tool. At least on the ice, he's a tool. I don't know what he's like in person. Who's going to win the cup? Oh man, it's hard not to think that Washington's going to make a serious run, but I'll predict something a little bit different. I had said Philadelphia going into this season is kind of a, just to pick somebody different. And I think that they can get it together, but they're just inconsistent. So I'll say right now, boy, wouldn't this be weird? I'll say right now, I'm kind of liking the way the Leafs are playing, believe it or not. Philadelphia. hey, Evan, thanks for joining us here. Nashville needs to go back to the Navy jerseys. Yeah, for sure. That's right. Yep. At the beginning of the season, I wanted to predict something fun, so I went with the Flyers, and I said Voracek for Conn Smythe. All right, Evan, since you joined the stream, I'm going to go ahead and hook Cortana up with a goal treat here, or a victory treat. Yeah. Well, there's going to come a dark period for Boston sports collectively where they just go 30 plus years with no titles. It's going to happen. Patriots are the first domino to fall. I can guarantee it. Here you go. Victory treat. Yeah. You want a victory treat? Come here. Come here. Come on. Sit. Give me a kiss. Oh, good girl. There we go. Good girl. There we go. Why? Hey, girl, are we going to retake the lead here? Who's going to score next for the Sharks? Kevin LeBanc? Kevin LeBanc's going to score the next goal? Wow, that's a bold prediction, but I like it. All right, man. We'll see you next. Well, I don't know about next week because I'll be in Austin, but if I have a chance to at least jump on for another game, then I'll you'll get the notification. But yeah, let's go Sharks. What's up? Oh, you sit? Butt bump? All right. So 1-1, following goals from Werenski and Barclay Goodrow. Atta girl. There we go. 12 away from 400. Yay! Getting close. My goal for this year is to get to 700 or 750. If the Sharks make the playoffs, then my sub numbers go up for sure. Cortana needs. You're so right. Cortana definitely needs a jersey. She actually has a Minnesota Vikings shirt, but yeah, I still have yet to get her an actual Shark sweater. Oh, nice. Kane shoots, scores! Evander Kane redeems himself for some crappy play late in the first period and puts the Sharks on top 12-1. 2-1. That's another one. Yep. There's a gold treat. Yeah. You gonna let down? You gonna 360? Yeah. You gonna leave it? Goal for the Sharks. There we go. Evander Kane, the most hated player on the Sharks. Some people would say that he's the most hated player in the NHL. He's up there. I mean, it's hard, or I mean, it's hard to admit liking the player, but I mean, when he's on your team and he's scoring goals, absolutely. 1,000 subs by June. Wow, that's a bold prediction, Cotton. That's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see though. You know, it just takes, you know, when I made the Game 7 video, you know, when the Sharks played Vegas, that right there just like gave me a whole bunch of subs. So yeah, it just takes a couple of videos like that, or some collaborations. You know, that helps too. If you can make a video with you know, Mike of Top Shelf Hockey, or Justin from Hands Down Hockey, like that can probably get you some, you know, new viewers too. You are chatting. I'm catching up to you in subs. What are you at right now? Hi. Yeah, are you happy now that we're winning? Yeah. You're at 438. Okay. So you'll easily, by the end of the season, you'll be at 500. Who knows, Nick? Maybe the new name change will actually translate into a couple hundred new guys by the end of the season then. Cortana countdown. Love to see that. Oh, Jersey. Why did I think I saw Cortana in there? I don't know. Wishful thinking. Jersey countdown. Love to see that. Okay. So you've probably seen this one, Evan, but last March, I produced a video that counted down my 64 favorite jerseys, like in a March Madness style bracket. So what I want to do this time, I don't know if I'll pick 64, but I'll definitely do 32. And I'm going to count down the most dubious jerseys of all time. Now, this is just my opinion. Yeah, I think that, again, like Windy City Hockey it's legit. It sounds legit. Absolutely. And Evan, you'll be at over 100 by the end of the year. I'll raise you. I'll say 150. But yeah, so with the dubious jersey countdown, I will admit that there are a couple of crappy jerseys that I actually like, even though they're bad. So, for example, the Vision Quest / Peyote / Taco Time Coyotes jersey, I don't think is going to be on there because it's so bad, I like it. But a jersey like the Burger King jersey is so terrible that it absolutely deserves a spot on that countdown. So there will be some jerseys that I'll have to say in the video, I'll be like, all right, now the Vision Quest jersey and the Fish Sticks jersey and maybe one or two other ones, I actually like those. Like I actually want to collect them. So those will be there. But yeah, there are going to be just some straight up ugly jerseys that are there. Canucks V-neck or Flying V, that is absolutely on there. The Mighty Ducks Wild Wing, I haven't decided on that one yet, but I think that will probably be on there. The Atlanta Thrashers, what I like to call the motocross jersey, where it just says Thrashers, and also the Islanders one, where it just says Islanders. Those will be on there too. Yeah. All right, so 3 minutes left. Sharks are up 2-1. Yeah, that jersey countdown would be fun. I mean, the idea is that I want to pick at least one jersey for each team. So a team like the Sharks, yeah, they've had jerseys that I'm not a fan of, but they're not like butt ugly, but I'll still pick one for that. Yeah, I'll even pick one for the Hawks. Although that will be hard. You know, the Canadiens, maybe the barber pole one. Uh-oh, no, my stream. No. Oh shoot. It just froze. I got to quit out of it and then relaunch. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, man, I need to keep things interesting on the channel, so there should be an opportunity to collaborate. Maybe something on the international circuit, Nick. You know, because then that way you can kind of talk about your knowledge of and your cousin's knowledge of hockey in the Czech Republic, and I can talk about. Well, I've seen a game in Prague myself, but it was years ago. Oh wow, Columbus threatening there briefly, but fortunately we were able to keep that out of the net. Shoot. So, when the Sharks played the Red Wings and lost 2-0, that ended an interesting streak. The Sharks had won, I think, 46 or 47 consecutive games in which they allowed 2 goals or fewer. Now, the asterisk on that is that, you know, there would be games where they might lose 3-0 or 3-1 because of an empty netter, but still, the Sharks had this crazy streak going. What teams played when I was So it was great because I actually saw Sparta host Slavia. So I saw the 2 Prague teams compete against each other. You just give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Yeah, so I actually have this souvenir from the game. This is back in 2008. So there's that. And interestingly enough, it actually is in English on the backside, even though like English isn't commonly spoken there. Or as I believe they say, anglitsky. But yeah. And Sparta won that game 5-0, which is funny because I think Slavia was like supposed to be the better team. But I mean, just the whole game, you have these hockey hooligans chanting. They have so many different chants. And they have the tifo, you know, they got their pom-poms and their banners that they would roll out, like people like, you know, 10 people rolling out a banner. Was Tomas Hurdle on Slavia at that time? No, he wouldn't, because he would have been, God, what? He would have been like 15 years old. So I don't think that they probably let kids play at that age. You've been to 2 NHL games in your time. Well, young Evan, you have many, 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 many games ahead of you, I imagine. Yeah, it was definitely a fun time there. And then my friends and I went to take the subway back to our hostel. And when we went there, the riot police had shown up. So these guys had they had the nightsticks, obviously. They had shields as well. So I guess they were there in case some of the hooligans were to get scrappy with each other. Yeah, I'll have to work that into a story at some point or into a video. I have some photos. Obviously, this is from 11 years ago, so camera technology was pretty crappy then. But yeah, yeah. Let's see. When did Hurdle play for Slavia? Let's take a gander here. Probably Hockey DB, right? Tomasz Hurdle, Hockey DB. Yeah, so he played for Slavia from 2011 till 2013. So he played 3 seasons there. In his final season in 43 games, he had 18 goals, 12 assists, and was a +5. He also had 8 points in 11 playoff games. So then that was when he was, about 19 years old? Yeah, that's right. Because then when he was a 19-year-old and came to the Sharks, we called him Teenage Mutant Ninja Hurdle because he was still a teenager. And then, of course, his rookie season, he scored 4 goals in a game, which was crazy. It's always interesting looking back at the stats, too, because his first season with the Sharks, he only plays 37 games because Dustin Brown intentionally kneed Hurdle and took him out for the year because Dustin Brown's a dirty player. And yeah, Hurdle had 25 points in 37 games and was a +11. The next season, though, he played a full 82 games and he only had 13 goals and 18 assists. So he really regressed a lot. So it took him a little while to get to, where he is now. But yeah, 2017, 2018, that season, he had 46 points in 79 games. But then the next season, he went from 46 to 74. So that's insane. And now, I mean, look, I love Couture, and he's the second highest goal scorer in the playoffs in the past decade, which is insane. But Hurdle, I think he's more capable of carrying the team on his back for the regular season. So, I mean, obviously lucky to have both guys. And we still have Hurdle for, I think, 3 more years after this. Anyway, if I didn't say it already, we're in second intermission right now. 2-1 game. Nice finish that period from the boys there. That goal we had 3 goals in that period. First from Barclay Goodrow after coming back onto the ice from a penalty. And he had a nice little deke through the pads of Merzlikins. And then after that, it was Zach Werenski roofing a backhander stick side to tie things up. And then later in the period, it was Evander Kane. Just looking at the pass here. Yep, Evander Kane creating some good space for a really sharp wrister there. And that's how that happened. You got to go. Family's coming over. Okie doke. Watching the Flyers game tonight. Go Flyers. You guys are playing Arizona, so I will definitely be rooting for you guys. Get a win, and I'll talk to you again soon, Mr. Evan. Speaking of other NHL games, let's take a gander. At the end of the second period, it is the Buffalo Sabres up 3-0 over the Florida Panthers. Goals coming from Reinhart, Yoki Haru, and Connor Sherry. And so right now, Linus Ullmark is working on a 20-save shutout. Oh, sweet. What's the bobblehead of? Elsewhere, the Oilers strike twice in the second period to take a 2-1 lead over the Bruins. Pasternak with the goal for Boston, and for the Oilers, we got a goal from Gaten Haas. Excuse me. A Swiss player. Switzerland's churning out some really good players these days, right? So Haas and Darnell Nurse for Edmonton. And then another game that got underway in the second, as we were in the second period, the Minnesota Wild have a 1-0 lead on the Winnipeg Jets. That goal coming from Marcus Foligno, brother of Columbus captain Nick Foligno. So that's what's happening so far around the league. Let's take a look at the stat leaders here, actually. I haven't looked at the stat leaders in a long time. We're at intermission, so I got to find things to talk about. Okay. So let's take a gander here. So leading in points, we've got none other than McJesus himself, 64. Draisaitl 63, McKinnon 62, and Pasternak was 60. Now, these are aggregate totals. This isn't points per game, which I think is a better stat to go by. But yeah, because this doesn't account for games played. But whatever. Marchand 59. Wow. Panarin 55. Jonathan Huberdeau, I'm so glad to see him up there, 55. Eichel 54. Kane, that's Patrick Kane, 53, and John Carlson, leading defenseman, with 51. He could still have a 100-point campaign. I don't think he will, but something like 90 is certainly possible. Goals against average, well, again, backups might have better numbers, like Tristan Jarry, 1.94. Jake Allen, 2.17. Darcy Kemper, who I think should be in the Vezina conversation, 2.17. Yaroslav Halak and Anton Hudobin continue to be great for their teams. 2.2 for both of them. Tuukka Rask, 2.3. Ben Bishop, 2.33. Defenseman scoring. John Carlson is 10 points ahead of second place Roman Josi. 41 for Josi. 37 Dougie Hamilton. 37 for Victor Hedman. 33 for Alex Pietrangelo. 32 for Keith Yandel. So fairly low totals. Well, not that low, I guess, but it's not like last year where you had Mark Giordano and Brent Burns. Well, I guess Yossi's on pace for about a 75-point season. So there you go. Hawks are 2010. Oh, they're sending out 2010 bobbleheads. Nice. Duncan Keith in Game 4 versus the Sharks. Still stings, Nick. After all these years, it still stings. I take it he got his teeth knocked out. Rookie points. Victor Olofsson, who I think has been injured or recently got injured, 35. Second place. This is crazy. Second and third are both defensemen. Cale Makar with 31. Quinn Hughes, 29. Now, granted, Makar's been injured a little bit, so his point totals, he could be first place, but not at the moment. Ilya Mikheyev, 23. Nick Suzuki with 23. Martin Nachas? I'm not sure. It's a Czech name, I think. 23. Adam Fox with 22. That's good to see. Dominic Kubalik, excuse me. John Marino, he's, well, yeah, kind of a good season under the radar for Pittsburgh. Sorry about this. Just got to write to the lady, you know. When you go to the game on Tuesday, you're getting a Taves bobblehead for his first hat. Oh, okay, for his hat trick against Vancouver in Game 4. Yeah, that's always a smart thing to do when your team's not doing as well these days. Just remember the glory days. Like my team for baseball, the San Francisco Giants. Hooray! Oh my goodness, that was the cutest commercial. Had a bunch of basset hounds. That's a very cute dog. Also a very loud dog if it howls. Or bays. I guess that's the word. How goes the stream? The stream is peachy. Yeah, that's viewer. Still good to diversify the channel's content, I suppose. Oh, let me take a look at this, Nick. Oh, you shared the bobblehead. That one turned out pretty good. I like this. Check that out. I like it, man. Thanks for sharing. Good stuff. All right, 2-1 lead. That's good. I mean, no lead is ever safe, but things have been taking a turn, I think, for the better for the Sharks, at least when it comes to committing to defense first, not getting overzealous to turn things into offensive opportunities, not forcing that so much. Hey, girl. Cortana is always a good sport. She's naturally a pretty active dog, loves to sniff anything and everything, but she's always a good sport when she knows that hockey's on. Right, girl? Yeah. Yep, 20 more minutes left, and, as I said before, if we're able to, win this game, terrific, and then hopefully find a way to get a win against either the Capitals or the Blues next up. Of course, those games are going to be very tough. Ooh, excuse me. Now, this jersey here, it's a bit of a throwback. Ryan Johansson. Go figure. I bought this one from Hockey Jersey Outlet. That's kind of a smaller, lesser known seller out there. And their inventory isn't like what you get with Cool Hockey or whatever, but nonetheless, it is, you can still find some good stuff on there too. And it's completely legitimate, all that good stuff. Let's see. What else can we find out there? I could literally go through my Twitter and pick out, from Mike at Top Shelf Hockey. Officiating at the World Juniors has been terrible. The call against Finland wasn't right at all. They clearly missed the high stick from Addison, but to give a misconduct for shooting the puck late seems excessive. When interviewed about passing Adam Oates for 7th all-time in assists, Joe Thornton says, to be in the top 7 now, yeah, I shouldn't be there. I'm with too many good players. That's as much of a hockey answer as you'll ever get. The Sharks are 13-0-1 when leading after 2 periods. The Blue Jackets have won 5 games this year in which they trailed after 2 periods. That's not bad. And let's see what we got here. These are 3 of the 2010 Moments bobbleheads. Wow. That stuff's cool, man. To get the tips on Tuesday. So I guess are these bobbleheads available to everybody in attendance, or do you have to be like one of the first 15,000 people or whatever? I love the Seabrook one. That one's sweet. Yeah, look at those, man. I'm gonna share these on. Excuse me. All right. Well, we're about to get underway with the 3rd period here. 2-1 lead for San Jose. If you hear any loud noise in just a moment, that is the train, because I live right next to a train station. That's the only downside to living where I am right now. It gets loud. First 10,000 people. Oh, wow. Yeah, man, you're going to have to get there probably, I would think at least maybe like an hour and a half early or 2 hours early. Because people are going to be lined up for that. You know that. Yeah, it'd be awesome if the Sharks do something like that for Barclay Goodrow's goal against Vegas. I'd love to see that. Can the Sharks put an end to Columbus's point streak? Ooh. Meyer almost had Goodrow right in front of the net. Yeah, so that point streak is 12 for the Jackets. Shoot. I wonder if the Sharks have a better road record than home record. It really feels like that might be the case after this game. I think the year the Sharks went to the Cup Finals 4 seasons ago, they had, I think, the second most road wins in NHL history, or they tied the Red Wings or something like that. Ooh. Here we go. Oh. Almost a chance in front of the net again. Hey, what's up, girl? Do you have a toy? You bring your toy here? Come on. Let's get a toy for you. Oh, I'm going to bring this. Go get it. Oh! Hurdle on the doorstep, but couldn't quite get it over the pad or past the pad. Hey, girl. Hey, get the toy. Get it. Go get it. Yeah. Cortana, this is Ryan Reeves. Go get it. Come on. Let's go. Yeah. What is it? You have a toy? You can bring it here? Yeah, well, those are some pretty good bobbleheads, man. I've got a few I should show off, too. I haven't really shown off that many of my bobbleheads. I don't have a whole lot of them. A few, though. What's up? What is it? Did you go outside? I guess Cortana thinks she's going to get gold treats every 3 minutes. Come on. There we go. Come here. Shake and bake. Yeah. There she is. Come up. Come on. Yep. All the way. Oh yeah, you're now you really want it, don't you? Look at me. Is it? Look at me. Pay attention. Okay. About 5 bobbleheads. Yeah, I mean, I think that bobbleheads are becoming a lot more common for giveaways anyway. For hey. Enough. So yeah, you'll probably acquire a lot more over the next few days. Looks like the Sharks are going to have a giveaway, or they have a special promotion right now. On Thursday, you can get, if you buy a certain ticket on Ticketmaster, of course, you can get Marc-Edouard Vlasic with the Sharks, with the Shark pup. His name's Finn. Vlasic apparently has like a bunch of dogs at his home. And that's what I would do too if I actually had property out here. But if you want to have that kind of property out here, you're probably going to pay $2.5 million, honestly, to be able to have a house with a yard. That's what it costs in a lot of places where I live, which is absolutely insane. Thornton, 795. Oh, wait, damn it. I just missed that. I guess he has 795 assists since he came over to the Sharks. Probably something like that. Yeah, I guess I can show my bobbleheads. If you give me a second. I think this is most of them. Oops. All right. Ooh, close. So first of all, we got Tomash Hurdle with his holiday suit on. Then, shoot, Nyquist. Nope, never mind. Then we got now former Shark Jonas the Don Father Donskoy. Pretty silly there. That's a fun one. Doesn't help that I live in California. Yeah, I know, man. I mean, some parts of California are actually affordable, but obviously it's away from the big cities mostly. Then here we've got, this isn't a bobblehead. It's more of just a figurine, but it's the Martin Jones Game of Jones, and he's on the Iron Throne. As you can tell, it's hockey sticks. That's pretty neat. Game of Jones doesn't really appear that often, though, as you know. My dog just farted. What's up? Then we got, oh, wait. Yeah, then we got Evander Kane here. Nothing super spectacular with this one, but there's Kane. This is the best one, though. Well, I have another one at my office of Burns and Thornton, but this is the best one right here. Actually, I think this was at a San Jose Barracuda game, and then somebody I worked with got me one of these. So, yep, good old Pickles right there. A sod father, right? Wow, I'm just hearing that since Torts was fined $20,000 for his comments about the refereeing a few days ago, which, by the way, was completely bogus. I mean, he shouldn't have been fined for that. Some of the Columbus fans actually started a GoFundMe page to raise funds so that they could pay for Torts' fine. That's pretty awesome, actually, I got to say. And we're at a commercial break right now. You've seen Sodfather jerseys? Hey, where's your toy? You gotta bring it here. You gonna bring it here, Cortana? Go get your toy. Get it. Party. No? All right. Actually, I'll be back in just a moment. Quick restroom break. We'll come back for more of this pretty soon. Hi, what's up? All right. Cool. Just give me 60 seconds. 70 seconds? I don't know. I've been drinking a lot of water, so I might need a little bit of time, but one moment. Entertain our viewers, Cortana. And we're back. We are back. Hooray. Thoughts on the top 10 players of the decade from NBC? You disagree about Erik Karlsson being third? Yeah, I actually completely. Karlsson can make the list, sure. I don't think that he's been so by far and above every other defender this decade. So that's a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a reach, I think. But yeah, Patty Kane, again, it's like I don't see how he's not by far and away the third best player of the decade. He's the highest scoring player of the 2010s. He has 3 Stanley Cups as well. So yeah, that didn't make sense to me whatsoever. Not to mention, I mean, the NHL and NBC and whatnot, like they love Patrick Kane. I'm very surprised that he wasn't anywhere near number 3. So yeah, that was bogus. But yeah, I mean, obviously putting Ovechkin at 2, Crosby at 1, that makes sense. I mean, I think you could even argue Kane should be number 2, but yeah, those guys I think are pretty firm in the top 3. Putting like Bergeron at 4th, I don't quite agree with that. I mean, I think that he'd belong on the list as well, but yeah. I'm actually surprised that Bobrovsky didn't make the list. I thought that he would have done that considering he won 2 Vezinas too. But yeah, anytime you're counting 10, like a top 10, I think you should always have 2 goaltenders, 3 defensemen, and then 5 forwards. Like that should be a standard, unless there's like a crazy exception that you can make or whatever. Ooh, Burns actually made a really nice play there. Otherwise, that would have just been a Columbus player on the doorstep there. Good girl. What's up? I already gave you treats. All right, go get your toy. You can go play a little bit later on, huh? Yeah? You like the sound of that? Excuse me. Ah. This is my dog. Always begging for treats, aren't you, girl? Yep. Oh, Cortana. Such a silly girl. Duncan Keith could have been in the top 10 over Erik Karlsson. I think a lot of people had a similar opinion about that too. I think Victor Hedman could have been on that top 10 probably, considering people think he's the best defenseman over the last 5 years at least. Just approaching the halfway point in the period, so about 10 more minutes left in this game. 2-1. Huh. Thought that I might have cursed the Sharks by wearing this Columbus jersey the whole time. Hey, what's up? Go get your toy. Wait, Nick, I forgot. Are you going to the All-Star game? No. Oh man, all the Elvis jokes that you can make for Columbus's goaltender. Such an interesting name, Elvis, because it's pretty uncommon, even though obviously the King of Rock. Tried getting tickets, but they were overpriced. Sucks to hear that. I mean, I don't even know what the All-Star game prices were last year in San Jose because, I got my tickets for a special rate being a half season holder, but it was pretty affordable, I think. I think that for one ticket, I paid, I think, $125, and that got me tickets for both the All-Star game and for the skills competition the other day. So, I mean, that seems pretty reasonable to me. The skills contest is a lot more fun anyway. So I hope that if you're able to get tickets to that you can go because that's a lot more fun. The games themselves, the scrimmages, really not that fun. I don't know. It was funny because like John Gibson was the goaltender for the Pacific, and so everybody was booing him just because he couldn't make a damn save to save his life. So we just rip it on him for being Ducks goaltender. It's cool because I got to be there when Kendall Coyne Schofield skated that lap too, and Brianna Decker was there as well. Nosebleeds for the All-Star Games, $400. Damn. I don't think it would have been nearly that high if the Blues hadn't won the Stanley Cup. But wow, that's a ripoff. You're smart. I would not pay for that either. I wouldn't even pay like $400 for if that included both. Looking back on it, I wouldn't have paid that much either. I just really wish that the All-Star game meant something, I wish they'd go back to West versus East. Maybe do 4-on-4, and then the winner of that game that team gets home ice for the Stanley Cup. Like, I know that wouldn't necessarily mean as much, but I think that would make it more interesting nonetheless. Damn, Radim Shimmick almost got a goal. The Sharks, it's insane when I look at this. I saw the update. I'll show you here if I can find it. But the Sharks' record dating back to last season with Radim Shimmick in the lineup is insanely better than when he's out. Yeah, here we go. Since the start of the 18-19 season, the Sharks' record with Radim Shimmick in the lineup is 42-14-5. So that's 89 points in 61 games. That's really good. Without him, they are 22-37, or excuse me, without him, they are 22-34-7. And then this season, when he's not in the lineup, they're 5-16-1. Oh, big hit from Erik Karlsson of all people. When he's in the lineup, they're 13-5-2. That's insane. I mean, the guy doesn't do that much out there, but just, I don't know. Just the defensive commitment from the team just changes. It's so weird. Tickets are dropping in price, still overpriced. Yeah, I mean, again, if you wanted to go to the skills contest, I wouldn't pay more than like, at the most, maybe $150 for a nosebleed seat, but still. I don't know. Really, in the NHL, you don't really have nosebleed seats. I mean, they're not that high up. Sharks are up in the shot clock 26-22. So defensively, a very solid game for the Sharks because they haven't given up that many second opportunities at all. Don't worry, Cortana. I know that I'm not giving you treats right now, but you just wait. There's 7.5 minutes left in the game. And if we win, you'll get victory treats. Yeah, good girl. Dare I say that Brent Burns actually had a really solid game. You 130. Yeah, that's much more reasonable. Not to mention, I mean, you're what? Like, how far is Enterprise Center for you? Isn't that like maybe 45 minutes, right? Or maybe I'm just getting my bearings incorrect, but yeah, you're basically right there. Oh, here come the Sharks off the turnover. LeBanc shoots and scores! No, that went off the post. From that angle, it looked like it went in. But everybody kept playing, so I think I just got too excited there. 20-minute drive. Wow. Right there. I thought LeBanc had scored. My bad. Merzlikins lost his stick, but Columbus regained possession. No goal, bud. Aw. Too much wishful thinking on my end, I suppose. All right, under 6 to play. Columbus hasn't had sustained offensive pressure in quite some time. Nice takeaway, nice support from Carlson. Carlson's defense in this game has been actually, yeah, he and Burns have defended very well. Let me see that LeBanc shot again. Oh yeah, that I thought that had gone in the back of the net and bounced out immediately. I thought it hit like the corner of the back of the net, but no, it actually just a square shot right off the post. Has some moments the other day. The Hawks hit the post 5 times against the Canucks. So basically, they should have won that game 8-7. It was a baseball score. Nobody in the NHL has scored 10 goals this year, right? Like in a single game. There have been a couple of games where it's gone to, I think, 9 goals. All right, probably the last commercial break of the period, I think. 5:11 remaining. 2-1, and as it stands, Evander Kane's goal is so far the go-ahead winner. But, yeah, not over just yet. Dare I say, the Sharks win 2 games in a row. I might have to get the champagne out. When was the last time we won back-to-back games? Well, since we're 5 minutes away from the game ending, or 5 game minutes, I should say, let's check on the other scores out there just to have a final word on that. Even though I don't think any of those other games have finished. The Panthers have been threatening, though. They've scored 2 goals in the third period, but there's only 1:10 left. 3-2 Sabres. Those goals coming from the ever underrated Yevgeny Dadonov and Mike Matheson. The Oilers have extended their lead on the Bruins 3-1. That third goal coming from McJesus himself. And in a huddle between Minnesota and Winnipeg, the Jets have tied the game at 1 on a goal from Mark Scheifele. How many times do you have to retake your video with the trains? That's a good question. Not so often. The good thing is that my mic doesn't pick up the train noise because it's closer to me. So I usually don't have to worry about that. Don't worry, Cortana. You're only 5 game minutes away from a victory treat. Okay, so you just wait. Okay, in a minute. Of course, the Sharks need to stop icing the puck, or else this game will never end. The Blue Jackets have been in 25 one-goal games this season. I wonder what their record is. I also wonder what their record is when wearing these jerseys. I love these. I think these are amazing. So good. Hi. Pinch Cortana's cheeks for good luck. Such a good girl. Or wait, maybe she needs a rally hat. Rally cap. You have an ear hat, Cortana. It's a good luck ear hat. Live reaction for the Hawks versus Wings. Yeah, I mean, it seems like at least for you, you still hate the Red Wings. Is that rivalry, is that even around really anymore, or has that died down since the realignment? Do a vlog for the Hawks game Tuesday. If it's against the Red Wings, if the Hawks lose, that will be very disappointing. So when we lose, I hate doing vlogs. So yeah, if you guys win, assuming you win, I'll root for you guys to win that game. Sure. Yeah, show off the bobblehead and people in line for that. And if they honor any players like Burish, probably get some footage from that too. Yeah. Oh, the Flames are on Tuesday. Okay, but yeah, I still think so. I'll definitely be rooting for you guys in that game, so we can make up some ground in the division. Nice play by Sorensen. Now LeBanc scores. There we go. Beautiful feed. Jumbo in his office behind the net. Over to Sorensen, who quickly taps it over to LeBanc, who stuffs it in the net. There we go. That's a goal treat, Cortana. Come up. Come up. Goal treat. Sit. Boop. A boop. There's a boop. You gotta look at me, girl, or else you won't know what I'm asking you to do. Boop. No, boop my nose. No, that's a butt bump. You gotta boop. There you go. Oh no. Oh, she lost it. A little too excited. Here, I'll hook you up with this one, though, yeah? Beautiful. Beautiful play from the boys. So it's a 3-1 Sharks lead. I was calling a 3. I said we would win 2-1 when I think Evan or one of the other viewers had asked me about that. Let's see if we hold on here, though. 3-1. That's... Excuse me. Oh, wow. Jackets just answered. Absolutely nobody was marking Werenski again? Or no? Yeah, that's Werenski's second goal of the game. Damn. You don't hate the Wings as much anymore? Yeah, the Wings would have to go back to the West. There are a lot of Detroit sports fans who live in Chicago, too. But damn, yeah, there was just nobody answering off the rebound that Werenski just had an open net to work with. No way Dell could do anything about that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of hockey left for the Jackets to tie it up. Now that it's a 3-2 game. Ow, Cortana, what are you doing? Well, stepped on my hand. It's not. Hey, it's long gone, Cortana. I can't dig that out. I'm not Sidney Crosby in the corners. Hey, shh. Now Columbus has it in the Shark zone again. Timo's got to get us a clear. Good. Shit. All right, so the Jackets have an empty net, under 2 to go. Oh my God, Dylan missed the empty net. Damn it. You're not going to get a cleaner look if you're Brendan Dillon. Man, I hope this doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. That's going to be an icing. Yeah, I know. So now as it stands, LeBanc has the game-winning goal. Sorry, Cortana. I can't get that. No way. It's all the way back here. It's long gone, kiddo. Probably like the Sharks' window to win a Stanley Cup. All right, so now Columbus has called a timeout. Minute 23 remaining. Hey. In a minute, girl. All right, minute 23. Columbus threatening here. Sharks get the face off, but damn it, Brendan Dillon couldn't clear. Werenski looking for the hat trick. Perimeter movement by Columbus here. Got Werenski and Jones out there on the point. Dubois. Former Shark Nyquist out there too. Sharks looking to clear. Yep, and the puck comes out of the zone, but that's going to probably go down for icing. No, it does not. Well, that's pretty fortuitous for us. Now Vlasic defending Seth Jones behind the net. Erik Karlsson trying to kick the puck out. Nyquist corrals it. Little dipsy doodle. Now out for Werenski. Oh, that was... Oh, my goodness. Wow. I'm surprised Nyquist didn't shoot that puck sooner. Otherwise, that could have been it right there. The last season of Marleau and Thornton. For Thornton, yeah. I think Marlowe's got, he's still got the conditioning where he could continue to play. And I think he would take a pretty team-friendly deal. Granted, he is making $3 million from the buyout from Toronto via Carolina, but Carolina via Toronto, really. But yeah, I think that he could still come back for maybe 1.2 million or so. The Sharks won't have a ton of cap, but and that shot goes wide of the empty net, and we're gonna have a couple seconds left until they let play resume, and this game is over. And the Sharks hang on and win 3-2 in Columbus. That's consecutive wins for the Sharks, so that calls for a celebration. Three, 2 win. For the Sharks. That's good, but I'm not going to drink all of that. Victory puppy! Get your victory treat, Cortana. Victory treat. Come up. Come up. Give me a high five. Give me another high five. Give me a high 10. High 10. Protein. Hey, high 10. Good job. Give me a kiss. Get the treat. Get the treat. All right. How many points on the season do we have after that win? 41, I want to say. 40, 41, something like that. I'm not even keeping track right now. We just need to rattle off a few wins, honestly. If we want to get back into this, it's no use looking at the standings. Just keep winning, take care of yourself, and then worry about what the other teams are doing, because we got a long way to go, honestly. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's right. Belhaven from Scotland. Anyway, yes, exactly. We won. That's back-to-back for the Sharks in Pittsburgh, and we snapped Columbus's 12-game point streak. So that's good. We're still behind the Hawks. Hey, man, watch out now. Then again, we have to go against Washington and St. Louis next. So if we can get one win there, then we're starting to make things interesting, especially if Aaron Dell plays like he is. We'll see how Jones does against the Capitals, but at least if one of our goalies can play well, then maybe we have an outside shot. Tough games ahead. Absolutely. Absolutely. A couple tough ones. I'm dreading tomorrow, frankly. But I think the team was smart to start Dell today against the Jackets to give them the best chance to win. The winning goal goes to Kevin LeBanc. Goals also from Barclay Goodrow and Evander Kane there. Yeah, I'm surprised we lost to the Wings as well. I know we're having a bad season, but I didn't think it was that bad. Well, guys, I think that's going to have to wrap it up. Again, go Sharks. Go Hawks, especially at the game you're going to, Nick. Yeah, hopefully we can keep things rolling tomorrow, or at least against the Blues. That's going to do it. If you are watching this just after the game itself, so in other words, for those of you who've tuned in and clicked through on the channel, if you haven't already, hit the big red subscribe button for weekly hockey content, including some streams here and there for the San Jose Sharks. You guys have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks for tuning in. And Nick, thanks so much for keeping me company this whole time. And I'm glad you got treated to a good game. And I will see you guys in the weeks and days ahead. Go Sharks. See you guys next time.